7 famous tragedy movies that are based on real events. Number 7. Titanic, 1997. Directed by James Cameron. It is a tragedy movie that depicts the ill-fated voyage of the RMS Titanic, which sank on April 15, 1912. While the film incorporates fictional characters and a love story, it is based on the real-life events surrounding the Titanic's sinking. The movie follows the story of Jack Dawson, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, a young artist, and Rose DeWitt Bukater, played by Kate Winslet, a young socialite. They meet and fall in love aboard the Titanic, but their relationship is tested by the class divisions and the impending disaster. The movie accurately portrays the ship's design, the chaotic evacuation, and the heroic efforts of some crew members and passengers. It also highlights the systemic failures, such as the lack of lifeboats and the inadequate safety measures, which contributed to the high loss of life during the disaster. Number 6. Captain Phillips. Directed by Paul Greengrass. The movie is based on the true events of the 2009 hijacking of the Maersk Alabama, an American cargo ship, by Somali pirates. The film stars Tom Hanks as Captain Richard Phillips, who is in command of the Maersk Alabama when it is attacked by pirates led by Abdulali Muse, played by Barkhad Abdi. The pirates board the vessel with the intent to take hostages and demand a ransom. As tension mounts, Captain Phillips finds himself in a high-stakes game of survival and negotiation. The events portrayed in Captain Phillips received significant media attention when they unfolded. The real-life Captain Richard Phillips was taken hostage by the pirates and held captive in a lifeboat for several days before being rescued by the U.S. Navy. Number 5. Deepwater Horizon, 2016. Directed by Peter Berg. The film depicts the events leading up to and the aftermath of the Deepwater Horizon drilling rig explosion, which occurred in the Gulf of Mexico in 2010. The movie is based on the real-life disaster that unfolded on the Deepwater Horizon oil rig, which was owned and operated by the drilling company Transocean and leased by British Petroleum, BP. The explosion and subsequent oil spill became one of the largest environmental disasters in U.S. history. Deepwater Horizon showcases the bravery and heroism of the crew members who worked tirelessly to save lives and mitigate the disaster. It also highlights the devastating consequences of the explosion, including the loss of 11 lives and the massive oil spill that had severe ecological and environmental impacts. Number 4. Alive, 1993. Directed by Frank Marshall. The film is based on the true story of the Uruguayan rugby team's plane crash in the Andes Mountains in 1972 and their subsequent struggle for survival. The movie follows the survivors of the crash, who find themselves stranded in the harsh and unforgiving conditions of the mountains. With little food and no means of communication, they face extreme cold, avalanches, and limited resources. As their situation becomes desperate, the survivors are forced to make difficult decisions in order to stay alive. This includes resorting to cannibalism by consuming the flesh of deceased passengers in order to sustain themselves. By retelling the extraordinary story of survival and the difficult choices made by the Uruguayan rugby team, Alive serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the will to survive under the most extreme circumstances. Number 3. Apollo 13, 1995. Directed by Ron Howard. The movie is based on the true story of the Apollo 13 mission, which was intended to be the third manned mission to land on the moon. However, it became a harrowing tale of survival when an oxygen tank aboard the spacecraft exploded, jeopardizing the lives of the astronauts. The film stars Tom Hanks as astronaut Jim Lovell, along with Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Gary Sinise, and Ed Harris in supporting roles. It portrays the events that unfolded after the explosion, leaving the crew stranded in space and facing numerous life-threatening challenges. Apollo 13 depicts the remarkable efforts of NASA's Mission Control Team, led by Gene Kranz, played by Ed Harris, as they worked tirelessly to bring the astronauts back safely to Earth. It showcases the technical problem-solving, ingenuity, and teamwork that were crucial in the astronauts' survival. Number 2. The Impossible 2012. Directed by J.A. Bayona. The film is based on the true story of a Spanish family's experience during the devastating 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. The film portrays the sheer force and devastation of the tsunami as it engulfs the resort where the family is staying. Separated by the immense waves, The members of the Boulogne family struggle to survive and find each other amidst the chaos and destruction. The Impossible focuses on Maria's harrowing journey as she is injured and separated from her husband and two of her sons. It also highlights the resilience and determination of the family members as they face unimaginable obstacles in their desperate search for one another. By focusing on one family's experience, The Impossible captures the human impact of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami and serves as a tribute to the resilience and strength of the survivors. Number 1. United 93, 2006. Directed by Paul Greengrass. The film portrays the events that unfolded on United Airlines Flight 93 during the September 11 attacks in 2001. The movie provides a real-time account of the hijacking of Flight 93 by 4 terrorists and the subsequent heroism displayed by the passengers and crew members. It is a dramatized retelling of the events based on available information and testimonies from phone calls made by passengers and crew members. United 93 portrays the chaos, fear, and confusion that ensued inside the aircraft as the passengers confronted the terrorists. The film shows the struggle and ultimate sacrifice made by the passengers to prevent the hijacked plane from reaching its intended target, believed to be either the U.S. Capitol or the White House. United 93 received critical acclaim for its sensitive and gripping portrayal of the events. The film was praised for its realism, authenticity, and its focus on the human stories behind the tragedy. It serves as a reminder of the heroism and resilience displayed by ordinary individuals in the face of extraordinary circumstances on that tragic day.